But this is what we're doing today. This is our renovation. So that's our soil base, that's our lawn, and we've scarified that, cut it right down. We'll do some aerating to take some cores out, and we're going to top dress with some sand, and that sand will also go into those columns. So those columns will let the air, water and nutrients get down to the root zone. And that essentially is what a renovation is. Renovation is also our chance to make things level, so the shallower areas will recover quicker, the deeper ones will take longer.
I can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can...
About 3 days before I did my reno, I cut my grass down to 10 mil using the 6 blade on the Sportman.
Get the best of me in bed with my worst enemy. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up and get me home.
Same day as I did the mow, I put down my cellar print at 175 grams per 100 square metres and gave that a good water in for about half an hour on my sprinklers. I also gave it a big drink for about an hour and a half the day before the reno.
14th of September, Saturday morning, really excited. That lawn is coming back. That's where my irrigation is going to go, my irrigation box.
I marked out where my sprinklers were with bricks and cones. I don't want to be going over them with the scarifier.
Hey, Matty Zonta has come down from Adelaide. He's brought the Scott Bonner scarifier. Yeah, it's a Model 46. Tip it up, mate. We're going to do a light scarifier simply because this grew in over autumn and stopped obviously over winter. The roots are probably only about so deep, so I don't want to go too hard. I'll go hard enough that, you know, it's going down to the ground and whatnot, but yeah, we're not going to get right into the soil profile. We're going to aerate after that with the Real Solutions aerator. Got another bloke by the name of Troy Helbers. He'll be here soon because he's after my scarifying clippings and aerating plugs. And then tomorrow I'm going to go grab some sand from Garden Grove, fill in all the holes and level it out. Get your lawn on.
This is a danger zone, back up and get me. So put your hand in mine, follow me, let me waste your time. Set up beat, do some stupid shit. Take a seat, let me waste your time. Set up beat.
Now we're going to suck it up with the broom attachment of the Sportman. There's the broom attachment.
I also used a rotary to help suck up those clippings and also cut some more grass down. Once most of the material was gone, we cut it down to about 5mm using the cylinder mower.
Well, I've got to say, I'm really enjoying this reno. Zont's on the Swarman. He's cutting it about 5mm with the 6 blade. And Troy, he's doing my aerating. Beautiful. Everybody talk at once, superstars. So Troy's grabbing those and with the scarifying clippings.
Well, the morning went smoothly, so I hopped in the car and went 300 k's down the road to Garden Grove to get me some top dress special blend.
Sweet as. There you go. Thanks, mate. So here I am at one of my favourites, Garden Grove. Top dress special blend is what I've grabbed. Yes, we're making a 600km trip just to get half a tonne of sand, but it's certainly worth it. This is day 2. It has been scarified. It's been mowed with the rotary and the cylinder. Many mows in many different directions, especially with the cylinder. Get it nice and low. Lots of aerating holes. A lot of you are asking, why do we renovate? We renovate not only to remove all the grass and remove all the thatch, we're also looking after our soil structure. We take out some aerating plugs, we put down sand. And why we're putting down sand, sand has the biggest structure of all the three soil types, being sand, silt and clay. Just think of marbles in a cup. If they're bigger marbles, there'll be bigger air gaps, and that leaves more opportunity for water and air and nutrients to pass through the soil structure, and hence the roots will be able to breathe and grab what it needs easier. Sand has the advantage of being good with drainage, but because of that, it will water will seep through it quicker. Water will and nutrients will seep through it quicker, so it doesn't quite hold on to the nutrients. That's one of the disadvantages of sand. What you do is you use soil wetters and you keep fertilising. You'll have to fertilise a little bit extra with sand. That's why some people like to go with a sandy loam, because there's some organic matter in that, so it's like a bit of a mix, so you're getting the best of both worlds. But for my Tiftuf cooch, I want to go nice and low, and sand has got the advantage of it's really nice to level. I should go into a bit of the history of this lawn. This lawn was installed right at the end of summer, just before autumn. Although it grew in quickly the first couple of weeks, autumn came along and started to go in dormancy. So the roots aren't going so deep, because basically at the middle of autumn, the roots pretty much stopped growing. In regards to the renovation I did here, I didn't hit it too hard with the scarifier, simply because my root system is still a little bit shallow. I've also got choices when it comes to the top dress. Now, it's quite unlevel, and if you're installing a new lawn and you're thinking, oh, you know, I've just got to level once and then install my lawn on top, and that's all I'm going to need to do, you're very, very wrong. You will be top dressing for the rest of your life of your lawn, because invariably you'll still get peaks and troughs. And that's caused by many things like traffic and just the way it grows into the area. The trick with topsoiling is that you do it very lightly, so the grass grows through it quickly. I've got quite a lot of unlevel areas in this area, and it's tempting, and I did really think about it for quite some time, to go quite a thicker top dress. What that would mean is that I'd still, I'd get a much more even area for a start off, but what it also means is that it'll take a lot longer for it to recover. I typically do 3 top dresses throughout the season anyway. So the spring renovation, a light top dress in early summer, and then a late summer dethatch. I'll aerate and top dress again.
Get your sand, flick it down nice and lightly and evenly, and then get your soil spreader out. Now, with the aerating holes, I had to go over them a few times simply because the sand was a little bit too wet. It really should be dry when it goes on. It was raining all week in Adelaide, so I suppose that's acceptable. So I got a fair bit down, and as you can see, I've just used the soil spreader. And it looks like it is thick, and yeah, look, in some places it is, but it's actually quite thin, and it'll only take a few days for it to start coming through. And as I'm recording this 4 days in, I've got quite a lot of green already. So here I've got quite a lot of leveling issues. This bit is not going to grow very, very quickly at all, simply because of the thickness of the sand, but also due to shading issues. Next thing to do is get down the soil wetter. Moist soil wetter is the absolute best soil wetter on the market, as researched by BASF. For sand, I'm using the highest rate, 300 mils per 100 square metres, and after I've got that down, I water it in for a good half an hour or so, which is also good for the whole lawn because it's had a pretty rough couple of days. Make sure you tune in to the subsequent videos to see the results. Get your lawn on.